Hi there, it's Kristen Jackson with Somatics. Today I am showing you how to do the side bend. If you've been following the videos, we're going along the list of exercises of Thomas Hanna's cat stretch routine. I call it the daily supplement. We have focused on releasing the tension of the front and the back of the body, but now we're going to move into releasing tension in the side of the body. So if you ever look at yourself in the mirror and notice that maybe you have a shoulder a little down or up, maybe your hips are hiked, you're gonna love this move, okay? So let's get started. So once again, I'm on the floor. I'm gonna demonstrate the side bend. You wanna be in a chair position. So your thighs are the seat of the chair. You can put your arm on the floor underneath your head. Your knees are bent at a right angle. So right angle at the hip, right angle at the knees. If you feel uncomfortable with your arm on the floor, you can put something underneath it. I've got a yoga block with a blanket on it. So it's up to you, but you want to be able to sense that you're on your, right now I'm lying on my right shoulder, my left side is towards the ceiling, and those hips are stacked. So like I said, we're trying to release tension that might be stuck in the side of the body, anywhere from the armpit down to the hip. You can run into your IT band. So starting here, I'm gonna have you just keep your knees together, but lift your top foot. Okay, so you're keeping the knees together and lifting that foot and sensing, if you can, that the movement is coming from your waist. So my hip is actually hiking and releasing. Some people, if they don't move their waist, they try to lift their leg and it won't come up very high, and they'll say they feel discomfort here. We don't want pain, we don't want discomfort. It should be a comfortable position for you to sense, and if you need to, you can put your hand to your waist and feel how your hip picks up and slides up toward your armpit. Your kneecap is almost like the tip of an arrow pointing down towards the floor in front of your other knee. And so then you should be able to sense that that waist is shortening and releasing. Okay, so you can prepare for that with an inhale. And then as you exhale, shorten the waist, the hip comes up, the waist shortens, and then under your control, release down. Then you can start focusing on the upper part of the body for this move. Like I said, all the way up into these muscles underneath the armpit can be tight as they're pulling the hip towards, the armpit towards the hip. So let's start with a nice inhale again. Your little waist lengthens a little bit as you breathe into the top ribs. And then as you exhale, you can leave your foot down, but just slowly bring your head up. I'm not yanking on my head. I'm just using, again, my waist muscles to pull my armpit towards my hip. Release that. Feel how those muscles lengthen out to lower the head, and just let it be and release all tension. Okay, so you can blend those together when you're ready. You can take a nice breath in to prepare yourself. And then as you exhale, the foot and the head come up. I feel the contraction in my waist, armpit and hip trying to cradle each other, and then slowly let it come down. You have to put the awareness into the muscles to get the most benefit. You can't just, think of it as a crunch. You have to sense it. Okay, so again, take a breath in. Feel yourself open up through the waist and the armpit. Exhale, shorten the waist. Head comes up. It's just gentle support with the fingers on the head, fingers towards the temple, and that hip coming up. My foot is up, and this knee is still at a right angle. I'm not bringing my heel towards my rear end. So, and then slowly let it release. It's like you're lowering a fainted person down to the floor and letting it release. One more time, a breath in, and then as you exhale, feel the hip climb towards the armpit, armpit hug down towards the hip. Feel the waist. Feel those muscles relax. Coming to complete rest. Now there's lots of variations on this, but you could, if you wanted to, Breathe in to prepare. Exhale and prepare. Then inhale and lift. And then exhale and come down. So while the breathing is helpful with the moves, you can vary it up and get different sensations. If I'm doing a breath in when I come up, what do I feel? I feel breath going into the bottom side of my body, and it helps kind of float me up so I feel more engagement on the right. And depending on which side of your body is tighter than the other, you might appreciate changing that from one side and doing a different breathing pattern on the other. So then when you're done, you would repeat the other side. So that's the side bend. Good job. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. To learn more about somatics, please visit my website, thinksomatics.com. I offer small group classes as well as private sessions in my studio in Portland, Oregon. If you're out of town, contact me and we could work together via Skype. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with your friends. Send it to them on Facebook, Twitter, email. This is just too good of a secret to keep, so share the love. Thanks a lot.